Alright, here I go. 1 second. But keep that thought, that frequency vibration, you know what I'm saying? Frequency vibration, guys. Playboys, goddamn, my bad. Now going back to the frequency and your energy. Now, as far as your energy, now, you know, I lost my place for a second. I ain't even gonna front. Waste some shit. Oh, I should need a battery. But yeah. You know, dealing with energy. Now this is why people charge you up. This is why some people could drain you. And a lot of times, okay, yeah, getting back to if you wanted to play basketball. Now, as far as getting on Archangel Uriel level, I like to look at, make sure I'm getting trained by the right person or this guy, because they could be carrying a lot of bad spirits, because they could be having a lot of ideas that don't resonate with me on how to do something. This is why a lot of times people get into it with their coach and get into it with their and things of that nature. Which I ain't really into sports, but I'm just trying to make this an analogy when on an Archangel Uriel scale, why it's good to understand certain ideas. Like if a coach make you do something that you don't necessarily want to do, but he make you feel like you have to do this in order to learn what you need to learn, and he already calcifying a lot of your chakras for you, because you diving into his world with what may have just been a missed capability that he couldn't do, and then he's giving you a lot of bad spirits, because the idea don't resonate with your kind of idea. So now you're sitting here running around with a bunch of bad spirits, because this person got a bad spirit, and you're using bad spirits to do what you think you need to do in order to get ahead in whatever program you in, which in this case is basketball. Now, for the most part, say you want to learn basketball, you get into a bunch of you start to learn it, so you receive a bunch of frequencies from it, right? And you wanna gain the highest frequency. You wanna gain the highest frequency of basketball. So that's AKA you gonna go watch Michael Jordan. You don't know why you watching Michael Jordan, but you just watching it. If you was to ask a person who into sports and they want to play basketball while they watching Michael Jordan, they gonna bring up a bunch of shit like, oh, because he the greatest alive, he the greatest at all, this, that, and the third, whatever like that. But what it all boils down to is motherfucker just had the highest frequency. So naturally, something that you into is something that you want to do. You always, it doesn't matter what it is in the world, in this realm of reality, in this 3D density, people are attracted to the highest frequency of something that they resonate with. So in this case, if you're a person who want to play basketball, or if you're a girl who want to do hair, you're gonna go tap into the highest frequency. You're gonna go to your mom, or you're gonna go, if your aunt know how to do hair way better than your mom, you're gonna go have conversations with your aunt that you never had with your mom. If your grandma or your cousin got a beauty salon, and you gonna go talk to her about hair that you don't talk to your mother about hair. You know what I'm saying? Because in your world, your cousin got the highest frequency of when it comes to doing hair. So that means just a person who got the most information about something, or who had the most actions about something, or who got the most, you know, ultimately it's gonna resolve into energy. But I'm trying to break it down step by step. So once you play basketball, right, you in a situation where, okay, you learning from the best. You receiving all these frequencies and all these informations when it comes to it. So now, one second. Now, when it comes to you wanting to experience it, that's when you put the soul in it. Yeah, now when you so now that you received a lot of information, a lot of ideas and spirits about it, now you want to experience it. So now you start to put your vibe in it. You start to put your soul in it, your emotions in it, the way you feel about it. So now you want to experience it. So the more and more you experience it now, that's the more you add in your water. That's your vibe, your fluid. So now you add your emotions, your motion, you putting time into it, your seconds, you know what I'm saying, your experience. So now you're going to start to put energy to it now. Now it's going to build your energy. Now the energy might start off weak, especially if you just started playing basketball or whatever like that. Your energy going to start off weak. So you might not have an enormous energy yet around it, but the time and experience is what's going to build it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say practice make perfect. You can't practice without putting the time into something, and you can't experience something without time. So you ain't going to manifest no actual energy results that you actually want to do at a high frequency magnitude yet until you put more time and energy in it. Now some people are gifted. Some people are gifted with naturally good spirits or naturally good souls, aka vibration and vibes and souls and emotions and feelings, to be naturally good at something. This is why somebody could already had an idea to do something in their life. Then when they do it, they're already good at it, because then they probably all the information of them, which, okay, what is you? Okay, you a frequency, vibration, and an energy by just existing. So if you already know how to do something, 9 times out of 10, your idea, your frequency, the idea of you is carrying all the information from your past life, or from a fixed star, or from somewhere that you already have downloaded sound, light, and frequency information about that idea. So when you become human, when you start to put time and experience into doing this, you already have the right idea, right actions of doing it. So you already end up having this energy. You already know how to do it. That means it was already in your soul. It was already in your informational light. It was already in your frequency vibration. So when you do it, you are natural at it. You already have the energy of doing it. That's like a natural talent. That means a person who already got the. So some people are blessed to have the information and light frequency vibrations from so already have the spirits or the soul from their previous life with that energy. So you already built that energy in a previous life. It's going to be easy to carry that energy out in this life. But a lot of times, due to your planetary alignments, you could be blocked off from doing that, because you're supposed to take that energy that you did in the past life and place it elsewhere. That's why it's important to know things like your North Node and your house placements and things like that, because a lot of times you can have enough energy and you are a natural talent at something, but it may not take off in this realm of reality because your planetary alignments is not geared for that energy to go in that direction this time. It's geared for you to take that same energy and gear it towards another direction. And knowing thyself, knowing your planetary alignments, is knowing where you can gear that energy to the point that you will see doors open in this lifetime. And a lot of times, that's why people who may be talented and try to do something, but they can't naturally flourish at it. That's because they already have done it, and that direction of that energy is wore out, is blocked off due to the planetary alignment. It's time for that energy to take a new direction. So you always got that energy. You just have to gain enough information, frequency, have enough vibration, time, and experience here to know where to direct that. But that's all boils down to free energy. You know what I'm saying? When you step out here, you is millions of people. You're gonna run into different people every day. You're gonna learn something new every day. So that means you're interacting with different spirits every day. You're hearing different words, different sounds. And if you know thyself and you're highly consciously or subconsciously aware, you can actually see these spirits. You know what I'm saying? You can actually see, and a lot of times, it'd be 1,000 spirits on one person. You know what I'm saying? Because especially fast talkers, people who are fast talkers, you gotta watch them. You know what I'm saying? Because they dealing with a lot of spirits that's interacting with themselves every day. A lot of fast talkers don't know themselves, so they have to manipulate and use others, because they look at others who know themselves as stable, and they look at others as someone that they can utilize or use as a footstool to get from point A to point B, because it might be something that they lack, or they might have an insecurity or something. But a lot of times, fast talkers are dealing with a lot of spirits. This is why they got a lot of words, a lot of ideas. So they can be creative, but a lot of times they don't know that a lot of times fast talkers don't know themselves. So that's why they fast talkers, because they grew up experiencing in life, putting themselves in situations where they have to utilize other people. So they grew this to a liking, or it kind of appears, they brain kind of rewire in a way where it kind of makes this part of their DNA. So you have to watch this. So a lot of times, fast talkers are not listening to people. They're not listening to you talk. They only hear what they want to hear. And a lot of times, they got a lot of things to say. And they may be good at manipulating. But this is how you know they're dealing with a lot of spirits. Because they got a lot of words, a lot of ideas and things like that. So they dealing with bad spirits, negative spirits. And if they don't know thyself, what did I say in my previous videos? You're liable to be used as a vessel. So, you know, that's like a lot of ideas, a lot of beings coming in and out of this person's body, giving them a bunch of different ideas at one point in time. They be one way one day, another way one day, not listening to you, manipulative and shit like that. And a lot of times when they experience that, it start to wear down their soul, and it'll wear down your soul just being around them. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times they could your soul could be in one place, but you're consciously aware right in front of them. So your body, which you consciously aware of, will let them take over sometimes. And it ain't till you experience all the spirits later on, when you by yourself and reflecting, do you realize you got played or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But that person didn't really know thyself. So a lot of times, like I was saying, if you're consciously and subconsciously aware, you can actually see this ahead of time and know who to deal with and know who not to deal with. So you don't even have to experience certain spirits that's coming through people. But if you know you still on a learning level, and you still building yourself up, whatever like that, yeah, you still could look at the person or the family member or the friend or the associate or the relative or the sibling or the person you married to, or whoever. You could try to learn together, or if you're on your own path and you're just dealing with these people every day, you know what I'm saying, be very careful the energies that you're fusing with, because, you know what I'm saying, pay attention to the spirits that people carrying. And if you're not consciously aware and you're not even spiritual yet and into that stuff, then on a reality level, you could just pay attention to a person's words, or what a person is into, or a person's actions, or what a person rather talk about all the time, and things like that. You could pay attention to that, and that's a first start of pinpointing what a person is spiritually, or where a person's frequency is at. And then how they choose to express it, or their vibration, or how they feel about certain things, or their emotional stance or certain things. That's how you can tell where the location of a person's soul is at. Then once you know where a person, once you put these two together, the frequency and the vibration, which is the idea and a person's vibration, how they choose their emotional stance on things, then you can kind of pinpoint a person's energy, but really pinpoint an energy, not just like regular mundane, or you just send somebody energy. Because at that case, if you're still at a level where you're just learning and you're just picking up people's energy, you still can't pinpoint the Pacific energy. But what I'm explaining is how to pinpoint the Pacific energy, not just pick up like, oh, I feel a weird energy. Know how to pick up what the actual energy is. It's first you pick up the idea of a person, pick up their emotional stance on things, and then the time and experience, you'll start to dissect the energy that you actually feel from them. Then the energy that you feel, you will know if it make you aligned or unaligned, by if it make you feel unaware, negative, or charge you up, or drain you. So if it make you aware, non-caring, or if it charge you up, or if it drain you. Now, see, those 4 different things. Now, charge you up so it could be something negative. You could be around somebody who, say somebody who been getting on your nerves at work, right? And you just want to punch them in the face, but you never been the type of person, a confrontational person. So in this realm of reality, this kind of a negative situation, but at the same time, it may be positive for your life. Something you have to do negative may be ultimately positive for your salvation. So this could be a circumstance for this. This may be something you've been needing to do to previous people in your life, and this circumstance may be just a lot harder and put you in a situation where you really can't do it, but you have to now because the universe been trying to steer you to been doing this and let you know everything gonna be all right after you do this. But say you didn't let people bother you forever, but at this point you at work now and you really need to punch somebody in his face, in their face. Somebody being around somebody who does this and don't look at this as an issue may charge you up. You may be around somebody who giving out a bunch of spirits and frequencies of, oh man, I'm always arguing with somebody at work. Oh man, I punched somebody at my last job, I got fired, but shit, I got hired right after that and got fired. So boom, now you got ideas. Now you starting to experience what they telling you, and you putting time into it. So now it's in the frequency in your mind getting the vibration and the energy. The vibration and the experience. Now you feel like you can put energy into this now. Now you feel like you can do this now, or whatever like that. So that person charged you up, and even if you don't do it, you feel better about the situation because someone else going through the same thing you went through, but you got to experience a certain realm of reality of them doing something you really want to do. So they charged you up. You see what I'm saying? That's like the charge up. How someone could drain you is putting you in situations that you may not want to be in. So the actual person that you want to punch is the one that drains you. Then you got the unaware energy that a person could carry. They carrying spirits, or they're carrying a soul that you may be unknown or unfamiliar with. So you can learn from this. So what you learning may be information that's good or bad, but that's not there to say yet. That's just information that you could learn. That's the unaware energy. And then you have the energy of just the non-caring energy. Spirits that you may pick up, but it doesn't resonate with you, but you don't care if it's there anyway. That's like being around people who don't bother you, or being around things that don't bother you, or being around is just there and it ain't, or it doesn't matter, it doesn't bother you. Boom. So it could be that. So it's 4 type of energies that could be coming your way, just like fire, water, air, earth. You see what I'm saying? But that's free energy, and I just wanted to, this is a quick breakdown on energy itself to let you know when you step out in the world, you always in the realm of free energy because you're in an energetic world. Now you can have the unwarranted energy, or the energy that you just don't care about, the energy, the unknown, unfamiliar energy that you could learn from someone that's unique, or something that you're dealing with that's unique, or the energy that could charge you up, being around something or someone that could charge you up, or being around an energy vampire or a portal that could be draining your energy. You know what I'm saying? AKA, here's a higher frequency of a portal right here. Say you're a human, right? So you have a heat body temperature, right? So when you're in a geographical location that deals with a time that the earth can go through, a time that creates winter, then it's cold, right? So AKA when you're traveling on the earth spaceship itself, when it's going through the cold phase, it's actually in a portal that your actual physical body doesn't want to be in. So it puts your physical body in a hell. So your physical body is getting drained from the portal. Just like if you was at work, your energy is getting drained from that portal. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. But that's just a higher frequency of it. You know what I'm saying? Before we get into this mankind being we in and all that shit. When we want to talk about weather and seasons and stuff like that, that's technically what it is. Earth is traveling through a time that in your conscious physical spaceship realm of reality, it's a hell, and it's draining its energy. But that's another video. Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. Goddamn air.